Alright. Oh, don't roll. Stop rolling. No. It's so slippery. Hey guys, it's Mega Saguaro back again with a little bit of a different video this time. I ordered a few travel painting supplies for doing watercolors on the go, and I wanted to do a little bit of a first impression slash not really unboxing since I already got rid of the box, but unwrapping, maybe? Let's call this an unwrapping. That makes more sense. I got a few things all related to watercolor, so we'll be checking all this stuff out today, including a set of Micron PN pens, which I've never tried before, and I didn't really get these specifically for traveling, I just kind of wanted to try them out. The first thing I'm going to look at is the Stillman&Birn Beta Series Sketchbook. As far as paperweight goes, this sketchbook is 270 GSM, which converts to about 180 pounds. Also, a little bonus that I didn't actually notice when I was ordering and looking up this sketchbook was that it's archival quality, which is pretty nice, a little nice bonus. So we're gonna open this guy up and see what the paper feels like. Ooh. I love unwrapping things with plastic. It's so satisfying. Alright, let's just of that. Spoiler alert, after I've gotten a little chance to take them out of the town, so to speak, I will come back to you guys and do a little bit of a review, or rather, here was my experience using these items. I'm really happy just looking at the cover because I did forget when I was looking at different sketchbooks, because it was between this one and the Global Arts Field Book, I think is what it was called. And one of the reasons why I preferred this one was because of the hard black cover versus the more like printed paper type cover. Already, I'm really liking the feel of this paper. It's very thick, as you guys can kind of see that. The paper doesn't have as much tooth as I thought it would, as in it does not have as much texture. But that's okay with me because I'm pretty used to working on smooth papers anyways, and that way it actually makes it so that it will work very well with ink, I'm thinking. So I'm excited to try that out when I get to playing with this paper during my trip. Alright, next I'm going to look at these silver black velvet travel brushes, and they arrived in these overly large plastic bags, but I don't particularly mind. I just think it's kind of funny looking. So as you guys can see, I brought out one of my one of the silver black velvet brushes I already own, which is this size 8. I have them, I think, in 3 sizes right now, which are 4, 6, and 8. So I'm already kind of used to working with these brushes with watercolor, but I thought it'd be really great to have some brushes that had the cap on them so that I wouldn't have to worry about this little plastic bit that, even though I keep them to protect my brushes, I wouldn't have to worry about it falling off or, you know, getting lost. And also these guys, hopefully, when they have their caps on, will be a little bit smaller and therefore easier to take with me. I ordered these guys in 2 sizes, which was the 4 and the 8, because I figured that would give me a pretty good range of size from thin to thicker strokes. And so looking at the tip already, you know, it's so new and beautiful, I love it. So yeah, this looks really cool. I'm kind of honestly really annoyed that there's a sticker on the brush though, because that's never fun and it always super annoys me. As you guys can see, instead of the silver on it, there's this little bit of a gold accent, which I think is kind of funny since like the silver makes sense because it's silver black velvet, but yeah, anyways, I think it looks pretty cool. So if I see, I'm gonna take off the lid, ooh, nifty, and put it over the bristles. And yeah, that is, yeah, it's kind of hard to actually get that on because it's a pretty tight fit between the lid and the brush, which is really nice. Actually, I'm not gonna lie, because then it doesn't just slip off, which is great. And then we can uncap the 8. But see, alright, so here this proves my point. When I was taking off the little plastic cap to this number 4, it was a little bit harder and I had to pull a little bit harder to get it off. However, This plastic cap slid right off, so probably if it were in a brush case or just in a pencil pouch or anything like that, this would slide right off and then, you know, my brush would be damaged. Yeah, as you guys can see, these end up being, I think, almost half the size as they would be if I just brought along the full-size brush, which is really great, because that'll save me space. Next, I'm going to have a look at the Portable Painter, which is a travel-size palette that's pretty much meant to take everything you need with you, be it, you know, your paints, your little mixing spaces, 2 little water cups, and it even comes with a little brush. So I'm going to open this guy up and take it out of the box. If I can. Maybe this side is easier? Yes! Okay. That side is easier in the back. Okay, so we're going to put them out. Aha! And get rid of the box. Alright, so here's a little instructions pamphlet, but I'm sure I'll be able to figure this out, so I'm actually just going to set this aside with the box for now. Whoa, stop. Just wait 1 second. Can I touch on the fact that I was like, I don't need instructions. It's gotta be self-explanatory. But then I couldn't open a cardboard box. Just wanted to throw that in there, you know, to past me. So it looks like this. And as you can see, they have this little fan thing, which is used, I believe, for holding your brushes to the side of your water cups, which I'm really pleased to see that it's quite like, it's not super flexible, which means that it's going to hold on to your brushes pretty tightly, which is actually perfect. That's exactly what I was hoping for. So let's see how you open this up. I think, oh yeah, okay, so you slide this guy, oops, apparently it's all the way off. Take these apart. I've seen videos of this, but haven't actually laid my hands on it, as you guys can tell, until right now. So that's exciting, which is why I don't know how to open this thing. Alright, so we're gonna open him up and see. Yeah, it's pretty nice. If I had to say one thing that I wish were different about this palette, just from opening it up and giving a first look, is it's off-white versus white, which, you know, is fine. That's, some people use off-white paper. I personally prefer bright white, but, you know, it's not really a huge deal to me at all. Alright, so they also have this little brush, which I think is supposed to be, oh yes, there we go, it's dual-sided, but as you guys can see, it's pretty tiny, even compared to the number 4 brush that I got, and I really don't use tiny brushes a whole lot, which is exactly why I got these silver black velvet brushes to use anyways, but it's still really handy, honestly, to have, just in case I want to do a very small sort of detail to my work. And again, so another thing that I kind of wish were a little bit different about this is I wish this end of the brush had a little cap too. That would be really nice, because otherwise then you do have to do what I normally do and use this little plastic guy, which, again, they're kind of a pain in the butt to get on and off the brushes after you've used them, so, you know, but we'll figure it out. It's alright. I do want to try and see if this guy will fit in here and have it closed, because that would be, oops, that way first, handy, and it does, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so in case you guys want to know, if you're getting this palette for yourself, these fit in just perfectly, and I'm gonna just quickly try it with the number 8, and yep, that closes perfectly. So if you wanted to replace this brush completely, and just only take one brush with you, the silver black velvet travel brushes will fit in that slot just fine. So let's try putting these guys on, and let's see if I'm smart enough to do this without actually looking at the directions, because I might have spoken too soon. I'm assuming, oh, there we go, okay. So these guys slip in to the palette like this. Oh, I'm blonde. Alright, so here's what it looks like all set up, and that's pretty cool. One thing that I'll probably... do these guys come out? No, they don't. Huh, interesting. So I thought... Oh, they do. They just have little sticks on them. Alright, interesting. That's actually pretty smart. While I'm here, I wanted to quickly also try sticking this in there, which, yeah, I would, of course, put it more like that. And let's see, let's put a pencil here as well. Yeah, now that probably wouldn't stick in as much since it's a lot thinner than this brush. But maybe if you put two in there, yeah, that seems to kind of help secure it, which is quite nice. Last but not least, we have the Micron PNs. Even though I didn't get these specifically to travel with, I thought I would still bring them into this video, and if I end up testing them out on my trip, I will definitely do a little bit of a review on them when I get back. I'm gonna quickly grab this little book to test these guys out in and just really quickly see. Oh, that's nice. They're pretty stiff, which is actually super handy for what I want to use them for. And knowing that they're microns, I know that they're waterproof, they're archival, and all that good stuff. So unlike Fude pens, which I've tried in the past, these guys should work a lot better with watercolor.